Free healing is gone. Elixir healing is here. What does all this mean inside of Call of Dragons? I'm going to specifically be talking about that here today, as well as other things that came in the update that just dropped for us this morning. If you find this video valuable, useful, or enjoyable, consider subscribing for daily Call of Dragons videos. Now, as you'll take a look, first things first, the first thing that we notice is that things look different over here by our hospitals. There's a plus sign for healing. I'm also upgrading one of my hospitals, hence the upgrade bar. All right, let's take a look. When we click on this button, what actually happens? We have Vestals and Celestials. They were out battling both. We were doing some merit farming with our Vestals, and the Celestials are part of an army that we're using just to hunt some Darklings, which we'll be doing in a moment to give you an example. But notice we need to now use Elixir, 14,000 Elixir, to heal. Notice on the top, we have 65,000 Elixir capacity. Once I do my heal, we will be negative 14,000 on the left-hand side. Also, the Elixir production is now being done inside of these hospitals as well. So this is not a new resource node that we need to manage like a farm inside of our city. It actually happens here inside of the hospital itself. And of course, there's still resource healing as it was before. With this, policies have changed. The helmets that we were able to get have changed. We're going to look into all that as well. So we could produce 261,770 per day. And I think that's the same no matter which one we go into. It's all the same because it's all one unit. So we're going to come on in right here. See if I click that, or if I click this, same number. This is how much we could produce per day. And at one shot, we could do 65,000. This means these troops, these 14,000 troops that are now needing heal, they're going to instantly be healed. Boom, gone, done, healing done. We don't have to wait for the time. So what we're waiting for is time for the Elixir to be available. What we don't have to wait for is the actual troops to be done, as long as we have that 65,000 or 65,000 available. So let's take a little closer look right here. I have some, we have some heroes out here ready to go after some Darklings. Let's just go. I don't want to go after him. Where's some Darklings? Make it worth my while at least, right? We'll go after these ones right here. Just do a little bit of damage. And this is going to show that we are going to have troops go into the hospital. They're getting into a little bit of a fight. They're going to take a little bit of damage. We're going to go to the hospital and see what this just looks like, what the bars look like as well. All right, we have the plus sign. The hospital bill has rung. Well, that would be bell has rung. The bill is here. And as you can see, we have 554. It's going to cost 554 of the Elixir. What does this mean? It costs 1 Elixir to heal 1 troop. And I don't believe, and I actually know, this does not matter about troop level. Take a look here. This is important as well. Tier 4 Vestals, Tier 3 Celestials, 554 total troops, 554 Elixir. What does this mean? This means when it comes time for war and you're doing your battles, don't send out Tier 1 and Tier 2 troops for farming that are going to get hit. Take up your hospital space because it takes just as much Elixir to heal them as it takes to heal your higher level T4s, maybe for you T3s, or maybe for you T5s. So no matter what level, the healing takes the same amount of Elixir, in essence takes the same amount of time. Also notice up top, we have a 65,000 capacity, and there's a timer, 1 hour, 15 minutes until I'm at full capacity. Once I overstretch this, I can't instantly heal troops. So as I click heal, this number is going to lower itself. We'll take a look right here. Boom. Now I can only heal 50,000 troops right now. I was initially a little worried, you know, free healing inside of the game was really cool. But this is essentially another way to do free healing. It's not like it's not free. It's just how they monitor it maybe makes a little bit more sense, to be honest. And this could be endless amounts of troops as well. You're not going to lose troops or kill troops, or troops won't die if they go over the capacity that the hospital can hold. It's just going to take longer, and it's not going to be able to be done right away. So here we go, 776 total troops, 776 total Elixir. I have a 51,000 capacity right now, so now I'm able to heal these. They can be done instantly. If I had 60,000 troops that needed healing, I would only be able to heal 51,000 of them, leaving 9,000 of those troops unhealed, waiting for me to produce more of the Elixir. So as it sits, I actually like how this looks. And while we're out there, we'll send these guys out to do a little bit more work while we discuss other things, because other things have changed inside of the game as well. One of those being, well, check this out. We now can get the different skins for the for our Hall of Order, which I like. Check this out. What is that picture? That picture is not me and is not mine. That is odd that it's there. But as you can see, not only does it change the look, it does give buffs. And in a video I was discussing, does this give buffs or not? Well, it does. 5% attack cavalry, 5% defense marksman. For me, this doesn't mean much because really I don't use either of those. We also have nameplates that can be used as well, which don't give you any type of a buff at all. But it is cool that this is here. I love it when they have the holiday themed ones. I mean, yeah, the buffs are great. Like that's cool. They're more important, but I like being able to theme the city towards all of that as well. We got more healing to do, 2,500 troops, boom, down to 47,000. I think you guys are getting the idea of how that works, but let's take a little bit of a closer look here because things have changed in policies. Coming on over to policies right here, healthcare, all this stuff kind of looks a little different, doesn't it? This is increases elixir production speed at your hospital based on percentage of total legions. All right, nice. So we can really enhance not the efficiency of healing, but now it's all about the efficiency of production of elixir, which essentially means the same thing. It's maybe just a little bit more clear. Notice right here, it increases the elixir speed at your hospital. They just changed the healing speed to elixir speed to make it more digestible. Increases that's for mana. So you get the idea. These have changed a bit. The good thing is nothing has been reset. It just changed over and converted over. And to be honest, I think it actually converted over fairly nicely. There's another thing that changed as well when we come on over here to our Alliance store. Remember how we were buying helmets? Well, now there are no longer helmets. Instead, we have elixir, bottles of elixir, which essentially are the same things as helmets. They are instant healing, grants a designated amount of elixir scrapped after the season ends. So 20,000 elixir would mean to me, I could then train 20,000 extra troops, or not train, I could heal 20,000 extra troops. This used to be a helmet and it used to say instantly heal 20,000 troops. It means the same thing. Oh, but what happened to the heads that we had, or the things that we had that we were able to do the insta heals? Well, they're still here. They just changed them over into elixir instead of the helmets. Remember, these reset at the end of the season. So if you have no wars happening or anything like that, just use them to do your farming or whatnot. They're not something you want to hold on to. With that being said, you really want to utilize everything you can, your resources, your speed ups, all that stuff. Make sure that you use it by the end of the season. And if we take a look right here, we're pretty close to the end of the season. If I take a look at my rewards, it shows that we have 11 days left on this battle pass right here, or our season pass, call it what you will. So we're just about at the end, which means I'm gonna have to do a live stream when that time comes of me just spending everything that I have, using everything that I have so that it's all ready for seasons. So we talked about how the healing changed. We talked about how policies changed. We talked about how the elixir is now in place of the helmets. We also have changes to our heroes as well. Remember, we can now get them up to the 6th star, which I am not near. I will not be near this season either. So we are just going to kind of sit on that. But for those of you that are at that point, you're going to be able to bump up to that 6th star, which is quite nice. A lot of other things came in the update as well, but those are the ones that I really wanted to focus on, specifically on the healing, because it got confusing to people. People just didn't get how it was able to work. So now if you upgrade a hospital, your elixir production will increase, which means you're going to make more elixir more quickly. Daily resource healing will also increase, and your power will increase as well. Get those hospitals up when it's time for war. Mine right now are sitting at 16, 16, 16, and we are going to level 23 as we want to make our Hall of Order at level 24, sitting currently at 9 million power. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you understand how elixir healing is actually pretty good. I actually like how it works. I think the system is clean, solid, understandable, and now I hope you understand it as well.